Good morning, guys. I have two stories that I want to share with y'all. One of them is about the situation in the Persian Gulf, and the other one is very close to home. Well, not geographically close. It happened in Portland, Oregon. But first, a couple weeks ago, I covered a young girl named Alora Benitez that went missing back in April, late April, early May. I am absolutely thrilled to say I've seen on her poster on Instagram she has been safely recovered and returned home. So, under the poster, it thanked everybody who shared her poster. It wasn't just sharing the poster, it was caring enough to stop and look around, see what fit, what did not fit, what looked right, what felt wrong. It was people taking time to care that got her returned to her family. So, I want to congratulate the Benitez family for the safe return of their daughter, Alora. Now, let's talk about the situation in the Gulf, the Persian Gulf. Deploying joint European fleet to Persian Gulf sends hostile message. That's coming out of Tehran. Yeah, okay. Somebody's putting a fleet of warships in your backyard. That's an invitation to drop out, join them, smoke pot, and dance to the doors. That's what it really is. Yes, it's hostile. It's meant to be hostile. We have hostile people running these governments that are complete psychopaths that have no inkling of what it means to be entrenched on the front line, knowing when you pull a trigger, the person across from you is going to die. These are, as Jesse Ventura called them, draft dodgers, and I agree with him completely. These are the individuals running the governments. They are people who don't have a clue of what it means to lose a limb or lose your life or watch your parents suffer so greatly to their own psychological trauma that was done because of a lie. Our government is lying to us at will. We are just running along going, yay, hate week, hate week. If you've never seen the 1956 version of 1984, check it out on YouTube. It's good. And it's astonishing how well they captivated, how easy it was to get the audience to start chanting hate week. I've been watching documentaries of Hitler and seeing how easily he wrapped the German people around his pinky. Now, he had objections, and rightfully so, to what the German people were having to pay for just a loaf of bread for one meal. The Treaty of Versailles, it just about destroyed the German economy in 1918. I will not dispute that at all. It almost wiped out the military. He built their military back to what it had been pre-World War I. He got it back there. He said, screw the Treaty of Versailles. It was treason. It was a betrayal. of the soldiers. And I don't argue with that. It was. Now, do I like the tactics he took? No. But I'm watching these. The way he talked about the German citizens that were Jewish. And I watched the way Trump is talking about immigrants here. Here's 2 points of conflict for him. Personal conflicts. 1, who the hell is going to clean his toilets and his floors if there's no immigrants? 2, who's he going to marry? Yeah. These are the parallels between Trump and Hitler. The way they regard others who challenge their thinking, who step outside of their box, their comfort box. A few months ago, Elion, I know, Trixie objecting to Trump's ranting. Well, okay, she's a cat. Anyway, Elion Omar, the senator from Minnesota, called out AIPAC, saying they had too much power in our government. And she's right, they do. These lobbies, all these lobby groups, have way too much power in our government. And in other governments as well. So I agree with her on that completely. But what do we hear every time he goes to a rally? It makes the hair on my arms stand up. The hair on my back stands up. When they start, he says, send her back. All of a sudden the group, the audience, like, send her back. Right in sync. It's like this MK Ultra mind control on speed, or 2.0 version of it. It is extremely bizarre to see. This is the kind of government that is dealing with Iran. This is what Iran is dealing with. Now, I'm not saying that they're any better by any means. And I think I need to pause for a minute and deal with the cat. Alright. Anyway. The idea that Tehran does not...
Wait, like all the way in the corner?
Hold on. I don't know why Iran made such a bleak and obvious statement. It's like Captain Obvious. Yeah, sending their fleets to the Persian Gulf is an act of hostile intentions. Now, let's move on to the other story. I've seen a video by Johnny Storm and Don't Speak a few days ago. Now, I've been thinking about this for some time and how I wanted to approach it. Well, there is no general way to approach this. A library out in Oregon, Portland, Oregon, of course, had library deletes pics of drag queen inappropriately touching kids. This is beyond disgusting. I'm going to leave you a link to the article. The idea that the people still don't get what this is really about. Even with the Desmond, amazing young boy, that his parents allow him to go to gay nightclubs and dress like a drag queen and roll on the floor like Madonna did at the MTV Awards for Like a Virgin song. It's disgusting. This is the kind of perversion that time and time again God has destroyed groups of people, Sodom and Gomorrah, had this kind of perversion, and God destroyed it. He destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah because of stuff like this. Now, Las Vegas, and I can't believe it's not Portland, Oregon instead, has had an influx of grasshoppers. These things are there with a vengeance. I mean, they're everywhere. I've seen videos. Holy cow. They're everywhere. People are just running around, swatting at them, going where they can go into a building, go from store to store, and not have to deal with them. They don't get what all this stuff has done. The reading hour of drag queens, the normalizing this, sexualizing children, the sweeping Epstein's crimes under the carpet. This is where it's going. Have no doubt. I used to wonder, are we living in the end times? Are we living there? Are we there yet? Well, you got this kind of perversion, and parents just sitting around giggling, just brainless as possible, at a 6-year-old little boy laying face down in fake breast on a man. I gotta wonder, is this happening to other libraries? And nobody's just talking about it? They're all just sweeping it under the carpet. Oh, it's just harmless fun. No, it's not. This is the immorality that brought Sodom and Gomorrah to its knees. This is why our Father in heaven destroyed the earth once before. It's because this kind of perversion is completely insane. The fact that people don't get this. They're not seeing. They don't have eyes to see, ears to hear. People, it is time. We've got to stop sitting back. Say it's harmless fun. We're not hurting anybody. The fact that Alora Benitez was returned to her family physically safe does not mean she's out of the woods. That means she's alive and she's back home. Now, the lifting of the carpet and sweeping all this underneath it. Now let's start bearing the truth of what happened to her. Now her therapy starts to deal with what happened. As a society turns a blind eye to these kids being abducted, to this abomination of 6-year-old laying face down between breast, fake breast on a man. I'm done being quiet. I am done waiting to see where this goes. If we do not start speaking up and making it clear, this kind of stuff has got to stop. Or there are going to be more kids missing temporarily and they're found in an alley somewhere with, you do not even want to imagine the kind of injuries done to their little bodies. I see this little boy, Desmond, whatever the hell his name is, out of where, I think it's New York he's out of. Every time I hear of him going to these clubs and dancing and doing all this stuff, I'm like, oh dear God, let somebody take him away from his parents and set him on the straight and narrow. Let somebody take him and sit him down with the Bible and show him where this is an abomination. Yes, I grew up listening to glam rock. I still like a lot of the music. Those guys did what they did to get contracts. They were not running around molesting children. Yes, Gene Simmons did a song, Christine 16. Did he actually act on it? I doubt it. Kip Winger did a song, 17. Did he act on it? I don't know. I have no proof that he did. My point is, when there's a fine line between men running around with makeup on, hair teased to the moon like women, and wearing accessories of women to get record contracts, and their music noticed, and men doing this with the intent of getting as close to a child as a pedophile can, with limited sexual innuendo contact. And that's exactly what these pictures are. They are grown men dressed as women, pretending to be women, with the intent to get as close as they can to a sexual contact with children without being thrown in prison. That is the whole goal behind this drag queen reading hour. Now, I'm probably going to lose subscribers over this. Look, this is just where I'm at. I've sat back, I watched these kids go missing. I watched society get to the point that they don't pay attention. And now you got this crap going on. This abomination to human mind, spirit. Oh my God, I feel like I should take my brain out and wash it. I wish I could take my eyes out and wash them. Anyway, I will leave you the links so you can see the absolute bliss and this, I don't even know what to call it, individual's eyes at these children crawling all over him. The sheer pleasure he was getting at it. I will see you tomorrow. Tuesday, I don't know if I'm going to have a time to do a video. Honestly, I don't know. I'm going to be going to Henry Ford Hospital to have a friend of mine get her brother on a list for lung transplant. He has mesothelioma. So please keep Mike in your thoughts and prayers. And I will see you tomorrow for sure, and Wednesday for sure. Tuesday, I'm going to try and get to it. I don't know how long it's going to take me being over to Henry Ford Hospital in Detroit. But if I can get a video up, I will. Until later, be well, be safe, be aware, more importantly.